Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the third day of the Self-Love Challenge. Just take a moment to get your yoga mat. As I mentioned yesterday, today we will be doing a meditation with coffee or tea. So take a moment to get a cup of one of your favorite beverages. It could be anything you like. And while you get that ready, thank you for joining me live for this challenge, remembering that all the donations that are collected for the month of June will be sent to Rock, Paper, Scissors Children's Fund, which is a great non-for-profit organization that is working based out of rural Vietnam, helping to allow children in rural Vietnam access to education. They have a really cool program where they buy bicycles for young girls so that they can make the long commute in the early morning in the dark a little bit safer, a little bit faster. So if you need more information about them, you can check out their Facebook page as the dog next door slowly starts to wake up. So getting any cup of something hot that you'd like to practice this meditation with today. If you're new to this challenge, the idea is that each morning we set a time for ourselves. So 30 minutes each day to set an intention that we try to practice throughout the day. Something that can help us find a little bit more calm, a little bit more peace, especially with this ever-changing world. And also during the challenge, during the day, if things do come up, if you need extra support or if you want to share anything, I'm always available. You can find my information on my page. I also have a website and Instagram. All of that information is available in the event on my Facebook page. Okay, so now that you've found your seats, hopefully you have something warm. To hold your cup in your two hands. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders, down and back. Good morning. If you're just joining the live video, we're doing a meditation with a warm cup of liquid, coffee, tea, anything you have available to you. If not, you can do the same practice without, but it's a little bit better if you have something to use for the meditation. If you are making yourself something now, don't rush. Take your time. Enjoy the process. In mindfulness, we say there's no such thing as waiting. Just extra time to practice our breath. And as you work on the task with your full awareness of wherever you are, I invite you to pause for a moment, close your eyes, as we listen to the sound of the bell as a symbol that we're beginning our practice today. continuing to enjoy each step, each process, until you're holding that cup in your hands, joining in with us whenever you're ready. If you're already sitting in a comfortable position, you can open your eyes to find your cup, and then gently close your eyes, holding your cup in your two hands. Sit up nice and tall, relaxing those shoulders down. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Maybe holding the cup at heart level. If you're joining us all the way from Canada, maybe enjoying that warm sensation of the coffee or the tea, warming up the hands. If you're joining us from Ho Chi Minh City in the middle of the rainy season, you might be enjoying this warm sensation too. And start to bring your awareness to the breath. Allowing the breath to flow freely. No need to restrict the breath or try to control it. Just practice allowing. Allowing the breath to move in any way it needs. Checking in and observing. And on your next inhale, take a deep breath in through the nose, noticing any aromas, the scent of your coffee or your fresh tea. Starting to slow the breath down. Breathing in and out through the nose. Every in-breath, maybe picking up a new complexity in the scent. And starting to notice what happens in the mouth just when we focus on that sense of smell. Sitting up tall, feeling the sit bones ground down. And your cup in your two hands. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly bring the cup towards your mouth. Take a deep breath in, noticing how the sense of smell changes. What new notes can you pick up? And keeping the eyes closed, bring the cup towards your lips and take a small sip. Noticing the sensation of warmth filling the mouth. mindfulness in my two hands. This cup of tea or coffee held perfectly. When you're ready, you can take another sip. Slowly allowing that warm liquid, maybe tea or coffee, to fill your mouth. Noticing how the tongue reacts to help swallow. Maybe feeling that warm liquid go all the way down the throat, healing. For my CM Reiki friends that are joining in, it's also a really great practice. You can send CM Reiki loving energy into the cup, and you'll get mindfulness and Reiki. Remembering that you can slow down a little bit. Enjoying drinking this cup. Take a deep in-breath and enjoy a sip. After you swallow, take a slow exhale. Take an inhale with the cup at the heart. Full exhale. And then repeat. Inhale, bring the cup up, take a drink. And then exhale. Bringing it down. Following this rhythm or choosing your own. Just trying to match your movements, match your focus with your breath. Sending in that love, that patience, that kindness into every movement so that we can really feel it and live it from the inside out. Remembering that the nutriments that we consume are much more than just the food. It's also the intention behind it, the words we use to ourselves, and when we talk about others. All of those things have power, and they can feed the flames of doubt and worry if we allow them, if that's the kinds of things we're thinking and feeding. Or we can choose to feed the thoughts of love and kindness to ourselves just by monitoring the things we consume, the way we talk to ourselves, the way we talk about others, the things we consume on social media. All of those things have a very strong impact on our energy, our thoughts, and our body. And remembering that you can use this coffee or tea drinking meditation every time you pick up a cup of coffee, which for some of us is a lot. So enjoying 2 more sips. Breathing in and out slowly. Noticing those sensations in this simple act. Reminding us that meditation and mindfulness doesn't only need to happen on the yoga mat, in a yoga pose, We can incorporate it into everything we do on a daily basis. Enjoy one more sip here. And then slowly, when you're ready, you can put that cup down. Find your yoga mat. Sit up tall, roll the shoulders down and back, opening up across the heart space. Do some gentle movements to release some of that tension that we hold along the neck and upper back. Keep your hands palms down on your knees, or if you want a little bit more, extend the hands out so the fingertips touch the floor. Remembering, we don't all have really long torsos, really long arms, so if you're like me, you might barely touch the floor, that's okay. Sit up tall, lead through the sternum. As you inhale, lift the chin, maybe eyes gaze up. As you exhale, drop the chin. Every inhale, moving slowly, lifting through the chin, feeling that stretch sensation across the front of the throat. Maybe still feeling that warmth of the coffee and the tea. Moving with your breath. Inhales, lifting. Exhales, lowering. You can close the eyes, really tuning into your body, those sensations of release, or keep the eyes open. Enjoying this gentle movement, waking up the cervical spine, releasing that stress and tension that we like to hold in the neck. Inviting the day come all the way back through center. Bring the hands together at heart center. Bow the chin. Close the eyes. Tune into the sensation of the palms touching. And take a moment to set your intention for the day. Maybe an intention related to consuming. Today I will consume in such a way that does not harm any animals. Or maybe today I will consume and observe my self-talk so that it's a little bit more kind. Today I will be aware of what I am consuming on social media, noticing how that affects my emotions and energy. Whatever it is, something that you'd like to practice today. And once you've set that intention, to release the muscles around the jaw and face, take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, sigh. One more deep inhale through the nose. As you exhale, sigh. Slowly begin to open the eyes. As you reach your hands forward, Coming all the way to hands and knees. Finding your yoga mat, making sure that the knees are directly underneath the hips. Wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers out wide. You can tuck the toes under for balance. I want you to imagine, if you've ever been to Italy or thought about Italy, I want you to imagine you're in one of those really big wine barrels, okay? You're going to try to trace your rib cage on the outer edge of that barrel. So as you inhale, drop the belly. Pull the belly towards the right. As you exhale, trace up and around the top edge of the barrel, coming to the left. Inhale, drop belly through center. Pull the belly towards the right, up and around. Trying to make big circles with the rib cage, helping to release the tensions in the back, the ribs, the spaces between the shoulder blades. Moving slowly, syncing with your breath. Pressing through the hands and the knees. Connecting to that grounding sensation. Enjoying these movements for one more big circle in this direction. And slowly changing the direction as you inhale, drop belly, pull it towards the left, up and around. Noticing how the sensations change just by shifting the direction of the circles. Keeping the chin tucked in to create that length through the neck. Slowly stirring and releasing those spaces in the hips, the spine, the back. One more. Then make your way to hands and knees. Big toes touch. Knees come up to the width of your yoga mat as you reach the hips back towards the heels. Extend the arms forward, maybe even bringing the forehead down to the floor. If this is too much and you have a yoga block, you can always rest the forehead on the block. Wherever you are, send the weight back into the hips, getting that nice length from the tailbone all the way through to the crown of the head. Relax the fingertips. And allow the body to settle. Breathing into those sensations deep in the hips, maybe even the knees and ankles, as we help to reset the body after a night of sleep. Enjoying 2 more deep breaths here, breathing in, feeling the belly rise and fall. On your next inhale, eyes gaze forward, pull yourself forward, coming back to hands and knees. Check the alignment, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Start to bring that right foot all the way forward so the foot is between the hands. You can stay here on fingertips, or you might like to bring a block to give yourself a little bit more reach. Just noticing that the right knee is directly above the right ankle. If you want a little bit more sensation for that left hip flexor, I want you to think about scooping the tailbone under slightly. You'll feel that activation through the hip. You can stay here. Or if you want to challenge yourself, get a little bit more stretch sensation, send the hips forward. Okay? You can stay here with your hands interlaced on the front thigh, or come down to find a block. Or if that feels okay, you can bring the hands all the way down to the floor. If you have your hands on the floor, make sure the whole palm is pressing to protect the wrist. So you don't want to do this half up, half down thing with the palm. Press it all the way down. Protect your joints. Eyes gaze down to keep the spine in proper alignment. You can stay here. Breathing into those sensations, which often first thing in the morning, there can be a lot. So close your eyes. Find your pose. Use your breath to help lengthen and release all of those areas that you're holding some pain, holding a past consumption of negative self-talk or triggering social media. You don't need to carry that with you in your body or in your energy. Breathing in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, let it go. Allowing that heat to build in the low back, heat to build in that left hip flexor. Feeling strong through the hands, strong through that right foot, left knee. Enjoying 5 more deep, full breaths here, lengthening and releasing. Checking in with that mind. What was your reaction when I said 5 more breaths? Remind yourself, use this moment to retrain. Say, I can do it. It's only 5 breaths. One more. Very slowly start to come all the way up. Bring the hands to the thigh. Check in with the hips. See if you can start to straighten that front leg, keeping a micro bend in the knee. So we never lock it out completely, keeping that micro bend. Again, if you need, you can bring a block beside the foot just to give you a little bit more reach. As you inhale, think about keeping that length through the spine. As you exhale, send the hips towards the back as you hinge, folding forward. Hands can come to the block. Or if you need a little bit more, hands can come down towards the floor, framing that front leg. I'll move this way so you guys can see it a little bit better. Tuck the chin towards the chest. You might notice that this front foot tends to roll out to the side, really pressing down through that big toe to activate and stabilize the knee. If that's too much, you can roll onto the heel, but that'll be a little bit more for behind the knee. So really picking which pose you'd like to work in today, either flexibility of the ankle or flexibility in the hamstring. So choosing your option. Tuck the chin. Find your hand position. Hips towards the back, heart melting towards the ground. Tuning back into your deep and even breath. In and out through the nose. If the front leg starts to shake, that's okay. You're just releasing some stuff that needs to be left. It's ready to be gone from the energy in the body. One more breath here. On your next inhale, start to bend the knee. Bring the hands down to the ground and heel toe that front foot all the way back and around, coming back. Hands and knees, check the alignment. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck the toes, sit back. Extend the arms, lower the head down. Take one grounding breath here. On your next inhale, pull yourself forward, coming back to hands and knees. Bring that left foot forward between the hands, finding your pose on this side. Hands down, same as you had on the other side. Breathing into those sensations in the hips. Keeping that neck in line with the spine, eyes gaze down. Allowing the feet to press down into the ground, feeling strong through this leg. Enjoying 5 more deep, full breaths here. Using this time to observe the breath and observe your reactions and emotions that come up. One more breath. On your next inhale, slowly start to press the hips back, pressing down through that big toe of the extended leg, finding your pose here. Closing the eyes, tuning into those sensations traveling down the backs of the legs. Five more breaths. The next inhale, heel toe that foot all the way around. Toes come together. Send the hips back, reach the hands forward, lower the forehead down. Coming back to that intention that was set. Letting go of that controlled breath. And enjoying those sensations of the body, reunited with the breath. And in your own time, slowly press through the hands, sitting back, making your way back to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands together at heart center or Anjali Mudra. Bow the head, sending that gratitude and love to yourself. Waking up this morning, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me. Today, I will practice mindfulness. to the best of my ability, because that is all I can do. I will practice observing what conversations I consume, what kinds of self-talk I consume, and how this affects my emotions, my mind, and my energy. Thank you guys so much for joining in today. Have a great rest of your week. A reminder that the next day that we'll be meeting is on Monday, so have a great weekend. If you're in Ho Chi Minh City and you are around next weekend, June 14th, we have a special CM Reiki sound journey coming. If you need any more information about that, please feel free to message me. Thank you again for joining us for this live challenge, the Self-Love Challenge. And I hope to see you again soon. And if you need any information about donations as well, going to Rock, Paper, Scissors Children's Fund, message me and I can help you with that. Okay, thank you guys for joining from around the world. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Namaste.